What's up, YouTube? Here I am and plowing snow here with the tractor, but it really sucks reversing here because I got no lights in the back. So I got these little pods here, and I thought I could put a couple on the back here, just like that. I'm going to put out one on each side, and I'm going to try and use the bolt that holds these lights on to hold these. So this is the bracket. It's got a hole there. I might need to make the hole a bit bigger, but I'm hoping I can just bolt that on there. And that's where we're going to mount our lights. See, there's wiring holes down here. I'll have the wire go up through the tube here. Probably just out the top and down. I might come up here. We'll see. We'll see. And then I'm going to decide where I'm going to wire them with the tractor. So I'm going to get these lights mounted first, and we'll go from there. Well, there's one light already hooked up. That bolt goes perfectly through there. Didn't have to make the hole bigger or anything. The bolt's actually quite skinny. I don't know if probably can't see down there. You can see it. They're not that thick of bolts. So it goes in there pretty easy. And then I'll be able to line it up. I can just bend that back plate for a better adjustment. Or there's adjustments on the back, but just the way it kind of mounts, the adjustments aren't that easy to get to. So you can easily bend that back if you want. I think it looks pretty good. As you can see, these things are pretty easy to mount. There's no drilling here whatsoever involved. It's very easy install. You can do this too if you guys have your roll bars on. I've bought quite a few little LEDs like this, and almost all of them have a little plate like this. So it would all work the same. They should all install on this tractor. I was even thinking of, like, I could slide this light up a bit and putting one here. I would turn this one around to go to the front ways and then have the bottom ones for the back LEDs. Have some going the front and back. I'm going to see how I like this before I decide to do that. One little thing I would suggest doing, you can see there I got a washer here, right there between the bracket and the frame. That way, if this thing wants to move at all, it's not scratching the paint from this whole bracket. It's only gonna scratch where the washer is, and that's where the bolt was already was, so there's already some paint removed. So if you put a little washer there, you won't scratch the crap out of your roll bar here. So that's what I'm gonna do there, and I'm gonna fix it on the other side too and put a washer there. Okay, so we got both lights on there. Looking good, and the wiring looks to be easy here because see that green and black wire there? That wire there is for the factory rear light. If I would have got the 17, was it 20, I believe it's called, it comes with the rear light. So it already has the wiring here. This is what I believe this is for. So this here is just wrapped with this clip, so you just gotta unwrap this clip. It's very easy to move. And then it's taped up there. So we're gonna pull those wires out of there and see what they look like and see if we can connect to them to power our lights. I'm eventually probably gonna put a switch on it, but just for now, I believe that switch is just off the headlights. I'll use that for these lights, but eventually I will want to turn my LEDs off on a separate switch in case I'm by the highway or whatever, so I'm not blinding traffic or whatever. So I'm going to get that all set up and start wiring these lights. So we got power there. The green's power, black is ground. And I think that is just powered by key on. No power there with the tractor off, and it didn't matter because my headlights are off. I'm just going to put the key to on, but it's not running. And we got power. So these lights are powered with the key on. It's not on a switch. I was kind of hoping it would be on a switch. We might have to change this then, what we're going to do. I'm going to think about this, see if I have a switch at home right now. Okay guys, so I'm going to wire this a bit differently, since I really don't like the idea of the lights just always being on when I turn on my tractor. I could have it so I could unplug it every time too, but that's kind of stupid, right? So I'm going to put it on a switch, and instead of drilling into the tractor to install a switch, I got this toolbox I wanted to mount on the tractor, and I got this black plate here that's already powder coated, and so I'm going to cut this here, so this toolbox sits right in this plate like this. Let's see. Okay, so this toolbox will sit right on that plate, and then I'll cut this off here so this goes on with those bolts right there. And then I'm going to wire everything in this box, and I'll have the switch right on the side of the box there, somewhere up front there, and you just flick that switch and that'll turn on the back lights. That way it's on a switch, and I don't have to drill into the tractor, just this cheap $5 toolbox. So I'm going to cut this plate here, drill some holes in it, and get this installed. Okay guys, we got the plate mounted up here. I think it's looking really good. Rounded the corner so there's no sharp edges. And this is already powder coated, so I love that. And we're just going to mount the box right in the middle there. And she's pretty much lined up with the light. The light sticks out just a touch farther, which is perfect. So this ain't sticking out majorly far. And this should be able to open. It just touches the light. And I can bend this down a bit. I'll worry about that when I get this bolted to here. And then when that's bolted to there, I'll be able to put my switch for the lights right on here, or right at the front there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I'm thinking, should I bolt this down now or wait till I have everything wired? Okay, I got this wire connection done for this light. These are those heat shrink connections. So they'll be weather tight there. And then I ran it up and over and down and out through here. So I'm just going to put some wire loom on here now to see it hides all the wiring. It looks good. And then I'm going to do the other light the same way. Okay, so there's that light wire loomed. Now all the wires look nice, professional. Come back. Hardly noticeable. I wish I had the black small ties, but I don't have any more black small ones left. So we got these lights wired already. Yep. Got the wire loom protector on here and up top here, so that looks real good. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. And now I'm just working on wiring down here. I had to put new ends here. And I'm going to put ends on the other wires to connect to it. And then of course shrink wrap it there. And then we're going to wire loom the wires. See if you can see in there. I'm going to grab a light 1 second. Okay, so right now I'm going to run these wires, put these ends on them, connect here, and then I'm going to put the wire loom on there, and the wires run at the back there, right alongside the factory wire loom. And then they go in these clips here, and then you just wrap that clip around it. See how that one's wrapped up over there? They bend quite easy. So I'm just going to wrap that around there. So I think it'll be easier to wire loom before I connect these wires up. Well, we're on the final stage here. Got everything all wired except the switch. All the wire looms on, all underneath there. Wire loom goes right into the box, nice and clean looking. This is where that wire kind of attaches there, so I just kind of taped the connection. May not look as good, but it's better protected, so it doesn't look bad. It's black on black. I think it's looking pretty clean though. I'm putting the switch there. It's farther back than I wanted, but it made more sense to bring the wires in back here to keep it out of my hands, right? So I don't accidentally grab the wire or anything ever, so it's completely out of my way this way. And it's nice and clean straight across there. and so just to keep the wiring as neat as possible, I'm out of the way. I'm going to put the switch at the back. So let's get that wired up. Well, there it is, all wired up. Just need to fix the bottom of that wire loom. Maybe tighten up that top wire a bit better, but I'd say that wiring will be pretty out of the way for the use of my box. Pretty protected. So let's give this these lights a shot here. Okay, well, let's test out these lights. Just in the garage here. Turn the key on to the tractor. Go to our switch. There they are. That is really bright. Tractor's not, the lighting does not do it justice. That is nice. These are just two little pods. They're giving off nice light, so. Well guys, if you're looking to install a couple lights on your tractor, hopefully this will help you guys out. Even a little toolbox. It's about probably a foot long, 8 inches deep, plenty big enough for a couple of wrenches and cell phone and whatever. Keep everything dry. It's waterproof. But yeah, these lights are going to be awesome for snow removal, because that's why I really wanted them. Because I use the blade now. Bought this blade, and going in reverse all the time, don't have backup lights on this thing. I was using the flashers for some light because it actually gave off some light, but now I'll have this, and now I can go push my firewood trail open, because usually when I get around to doing it, it's already dark out. It gets dark about 5 o'clock now, so now we won't have any troubles day or night. Hopefully this will help you guys out. Thanks for watching.